What's up guys, welcome to First 11, and today we're going to be discussing ways in which EA can improve pro clubs for FIFA 21. So guys, let's face it, pro clubs is literally the game mode in FIFA with the most potential. The potential for pro clubs is sky high, and I know EA's baby is Ultimate Team. That's the main money maker, that's the main selling point, right? And that's great. But look, most of us want to play for fun, and Ultimate Team is very competitive. Pro clubs allows you to play with friends, it brings that social element, and we love it. But it just feels like FIFA have been neglecting it for the last few years. But not to worry, I'm here to help. I'm going to give EA some really good ways in which they can improve pro clubs for FIFA 21. And these ways I personally feel are quite realistic, they're doable, and they're achievable. So let's get started. Now, currently in pro clubs, there's a bit of a league system where you start off in Division 10 and you work your way to Division 1. And that's great, we love it. Don't get me wrong, FIFA, please don't remove it, we love it. But it'd be really nice if you had something a bit more to play for, a bit more incentive. So maybe, I don't know, if you reach a certain amount of wins, or if you reach a certain division, then you're entered into a optional weekend league where you can play for prizes, team prizes, you know, maybe like a custom stadium or something like that. Just something, you know, I feel like that would add to the game. It would add a bit more to the game. Maybe the prize could be something to do with Ultimate Team. So maybe you win a random Team of the Week card. So you can kind of mix the game modes together and kind of get people playing both. I feel like EA are definitely missing a trick with this one, because although Ultimate Team is their baby, pro clubs, you know, is the one with the potential. And I feel like, you know, if you're familiar with Weekend League, that type of setup on Foot Champions could work for pro clubs. I don't know what it would be called or how they do it, but it could definitely work. Next up, we have the Cup mode. Now, if you play pro clubs, guys, be honest, we're not playing Cup mode, are we? It's a waste of our time, let's face it. I mean, okay, what? You play a Cup mode, maybe you win a tournament, and you get a trophy and that's it. There's no real incentive. You don't want to keep doing that. You might do it once, ever, and you're done with it, right? Or maybe you'd use it to trial out a new player, you know, and test him out in a game, in a match mode that won't affect your league form, you know? So that's what really we use Cup mode for. But I feel like EA could really do something with this. They could, if they just made the prize, the incentive at the end of winning the tournament, the Cup mode better, then more people will be playing it. Because right now, it's even difficult to find the game because no one wants to play Cup mode. It's not a great mode, to be honest, on pro clubs. So EA really needs to think about that. Now, this one's a big one, guys. And if you play NBA 2K, you know exactly where I'm going with this. Please, bring a neighborhood to FIFA. Okay, bring a neighborhood. It would be amazing. It would literally be a game changer. The face of football games will change forever, right? If EA were to do this with FIFA. Just imagine you're playing Be a Pro career mode, and then, you know, you can stop and then step outside or step out of your stadium or your training ground into a, you know, like a park setting or a street setting where you have the option to do one-on-ones with someone, or you can do like a 3v3 Joga Bonito with your friends or random players, or you can do a 5v5 cage football setting, or maybe even like a mini 7-a-side, you know, on a pitch. But then you also have the option of, you know, going to shops and shopping around for the latest football boots or football trainers or football socks or tops, shorts, whatever type of clothing you wanted to wear, just to kind of have your own style. But then you can also go to like a pro clubs arena and go and play pro clubs with your friends. So you can kind of combine 3 modes at once. You've got pro clubs there, you've got Be a Pro career mode if you want to play by yourself, but you also have what I believe Volta should have been, which is a place where you can play different types of matches in different types of settings with friends online. I don't know why FIFA didn't make Volta online with your friends, but this is how they should have done it. So I hope it's not too late. I hope this is what they do. But this would really be a game changer if EA did manage to implement it, because I'm not a basketball person, but I love this about NBA 2K, and that's what's kept me playing the game. Imagine if they done this with a sport I actually am passionate about, and that you guys are passionate about. We'd never look back. Let's face it, we'd never look back. Okay, this next one is something a bit more personal to me. It's just a bit of fun. But I feel like EA should add team custom celebrations. Hear me out. Think about it. 90th minute of a game. Close game. 1-1. Against a team that, you know, you've been struggling against. And then you manage to score the winning goal in the 90th minute. And you run to the corner flag and you celebrate and you look behind you and none of your friends are there. One of them's at the corner flag balancing on his head. The other one's dabbing at the other corner flag. Someone is running around their goalkeeper. Like, it's just a mess, you know. We're not looking professional right now, guys. We're looking like clowns, yeah. But imagine if you were able to create a custom team celebration that you do every time you pull off a clutch moment in the game. And this comes up on screen and you can select a custom celebration, and then all your teammates do the same celebration. It would be amazing. And this is something maybe FIFA could offer as a prize for the cup modes that I was referring to earlier. You know, you win a cup mode, you win a tournament in cup mode, and then you get to create a custom celebration. To be honest, I can't believe I'm giving this away for free because these ideas are amazing right now. But anyways, we move on. Another game changer I feel like is, well, let me explain. So, you know, although it's really, really great to be able to have, you know, you and 10 other of your friends playing pro clubs at the same time, from striker to goalkeeper, every position's filled. It's fantastic, it's funny, it's difficult, but it's fun, right? But let's face it, that doesn't happen too often. So imagine if rather than using your General or your Schulzer or these random generated players that EA decide to add as AI players onto your squad, you were able to use players like Pogba or Messi, or have ter Stegen in goal. So I'm thinking maybe an in-game prize or achievement that you can unlock is having one of these real-life pro players on the bench, you know, and you can bring them on at half-time just to fill in one of those positions, just in case you don't have all 11 spots filled in with actual friends, you know. I feel like this is something that EA could really utilize and get creative with. An example of this could be, I don't know, win 100 games and you get to have a choice of De Gea, ter Stegen or Emmanuel Neuer in goal for the next 20 games. You know, because, you know, not everyone wants to be a goalkeeper. Imagine having one of those in goal. You'd be accelerating up the divisions. That's just an idea though. Okay, this one is something that I feel like EA will eventually implement, and that's cross-platform gameplay. And it's great, you know, it's fun. It's funny to be able to banter your friends and say, you know, Xbox is this and that, and well, no, PlayStation is better because of this. But yeah, at the end of the day, we just want to play together. And EA will, I believe they will eventually make this possible, because other games like Fortnite and Call of Duty have already done this. So I feel like EA should be next in line with FIFA. However, they're taking long. Like what's going on? It's time, you know. Other games have proven it's possible. It's time to make that change and make it cross-platform. And I understand the complications that come with doing that on Ultimate Team, but with pro clubs, it's a no-brainer. So, you know, just get it done. The last thing I'm going to mention is another section of the menus where you can look at your form charts or your heat maps. Because let's face it, if you play pro clubs, I know that you and your teammates often argue or debate about who contributes the most, who works the hardest for the team, who's the unsung hero, you know, who's got the best stats. If we had a form chart, we'd be able to put the proof in the pudding, you know. If I decided, listen guys, I feel like I should be playing up front because I'm the best striker in the team, and everyone else disagreed, but the numbers didn't lie, then I'd have to be playing up front. There's no choice after that. Or if I wanted to be penalty taker, but I was able to show that I'm literally winning a majority of the penalties that we get, it's hard to argue with that, you know. So I don't know, this is something that's just a bit of fun, a bit of banter, but it'd be nice to be able to kind of see that. See heat maps, see what place in the pitch you cover the most, who covers the most ground, you know, just things like that. But that's probably far-fetched. But at the same time, it would really, really tug at the heartstrings of those die-hard pro clubs people that have been waiting for EA to just pay attention to pro clubs a little bit, just a bit of detail, a little bit of detail that we can appreciate, you know? That's all we ask for. But yeah, that's it really. But look guys, let me know what you guys think. You can message me on my social media, A*StarForBants, or you can message First 11 and tell me what you think EA could do to make pro clubs better. But until then, I'm out. See you in the next video. Peace.